go for two. O'Connell's throwing for it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Burst by him near the 35. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. Jerry Tillery bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. O'Connell gets it downfield to Mayer. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 48 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him all
I put a wide receiver as a quarterback. Quarterback.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown Raiders. Michael Mayer, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are starting to pour it on.
That quarterback that just won, he is a quarterback, but I placed him as a tight end.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with... Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Watch this.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now. And And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jaguars getting set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Below Nichols in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Here comes Carter. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. And now O'Connell. Got a man, it's Miller. And he's down inside the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Aiden O'Connell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it,
score the
and know when it's time to go.
100 points.